Yeah, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, this week's episode of Irregular was very interesting, but at the end of the day, it's kind of funny how this show goes from like 0 to 100 pretty quick. We start out by talking to this robot who I've been wondering why she's just been sitting there this whole time. And come to find out, she's actually some cybernetic robot called Pixie. So I wasn't wrong about them, kind of just letting her sit somewhere, and then like no one saying anything about it, like nothing was happening. So to actually see that it's some weird type of bot, and it also is like it broke into kind of everybody's code stuff. It broke into a computer, started taking like all the students' information and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy that the parasite has even the want for the pixie to do something like that. So it kind of comes down to like, why is this pixie do, or why is this parasite doing the things it's doing, and what is it trying to learn? Like at the end of the day, what is it truly trying to become? Because that might actually be the one thing that gives us a really good understanding of what we're getting ourselves into. And I think that's probably my favorite part of it all is just how easily a lot of these weird things pop off. Not to mention how it was capable of pretty much tying itself together with one of the students to the point where she is like completely uh, flustered, and she is getting read like a book. So she now has something else pretty much saying everything she wanted to say to her love, and it must have been ridiculously embarrassing, but regardless of that, I'm definitely still looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with this character as a whole because I have no idea right now. But overall, this episode then turns into just our main character versus Blondie, and that was actually pretty hype because somehow our main character loses a leg or loses an arm and winds up still being capable of fighting. Excuse me. Still be capable of pretty much putting up an amazing fight, and we learned that he has like some ridiculous amount of regeneration, or like at least a way to bring back a whole entire arm after it's been taken from him. So these are the kind of scary things that really put put me into perspective of what can be possible. And that's another reason why I have been interested in this show as a whole. It's just they usually keep bringing things that I don't expect, and because of that, I'm just looking forward to seeing what else they can do at the end of the day. So definitely let me know if you're enjoying Irregular with him straight up fighting and going against something that is somewhat of a mythical weapon and still destroying the girl. It was kind of crazy how straightforward he was with telling her that this isn't a job for her. You're this ridiculously talented soldier, and you're like one of the tops. You're uh, your own kind of like super soldier, and you get destroyed by a student, and he's just like, yeah, you're not cut out for this work. You're naive, you're soft, and I think he's right, but at the same time, she's only that soft and naive is because she's fighting him. So it's obvious that if she's fighting people she doesn't even care for, if she's fighting people that have no type of ties to her and stuff like that, she fights a lot different, or she fights a lot deadlier. She doesn't give warnings and tell them to surrender and stuff. like she did with him twice, even after shooting his arm off. So that's got to be something to do with it, and I kind of like that aspect of the storytelling. But right now, I'm just I don't know. I have to get out of here. So if you guys wanted to see the Inuyasha spin-off video, I'll be dropping that later tonight. If you guys are really interested. If you guys are super interested, I'll be dropping it on Instagram and Twitter first, just because I'll be at work and I can't drop a video from work. So I'm gonna drop that, and if you guys really want it, it will be ways to get to my stuff will be in this description. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. So with that being said, take care and peace.